On a bookshelf in a home in Twickenham, treasures that once belonged to Tom Parfett. 2 years ago, at just 22 years of age, he took his own life. Tom was sold a lethal chemical substance by a seller in Canada.
He was charging the equivalent of around £50 for the poison, probably making £40 profit. So I think he valued my son's life at about the equivalent of £40.
Tom's father wants poisonous substances to be better regulated.
We don't want to be that type of society. We don't even have in this country governed assisted suicide laws. We've decided that that isn't appropriate for us. Yet we allow this ungoverned assisted suicide.
The substance sold to Tom is available to the public for legitimate use. It's regulated under the 1972 Poisons Act as a reportable substance. That means that while sellers don't need to have a licence, they do have to report suspicious transactions, whether they go through or not. But it doesn't cover sellers outside the UK. Months after Tom died, a Surrey coroner raised the issue with the Health Secretary. She wrote the substance is freely available to be purchased from the internet in lethal quantities for delivery within the UK, and that no protection is afforded to vulnerable people prior to them making such purchases. She urgently called for action to prevent future deaths. A government spokesperson told Sky News, there is already ongoing action across government to rapidly identify and combat emerging methods of suicide, with multiple interventions in place to reduce access and awareness. The online safety bill will also tackle harmful material that encourages self-harm or suicide.
The online safety bill goes some way to addressing the mess that we find ourselves in. Why isn't this being made a priority? This is just one example that we know about today. This is happening all over the world on a daily basis, and we need to be prioritising this, acting now, release this bill and hold people accountable for their actions.
The bill is already too late for some families. David Parfett is left with disappointment that existing laws weren't enough to protect his son. Sadia Chowdhury, Sky News.